Hello? Hello, hello? Can you guys hear me okay? Ooh. Thanks, LinkD, for the membership. I really appreciate that. Okay, great. I have achieved one of the few people on stream. Yes. This isn't my normal time, so I'm not sure how many people are going to join. But I just thought I'd do one more stream before I head on my trip. I'm going to be gone for probably 2 months. I'm going to try to check in a little bit now and then, and I'm going to be posting some updates and stuff. So, I won't be totally gone, but yeah, you won't see me for a little while. Okay, I'm not really sure what I had planned for tonight. I was gonna ask the audience what they wanted to see. I did have one thing I wanted to show, which was someone specifically requested arrows getting corrupted. So I thought I might go through the reverse inventory corruption one more time to get shield durability onto weapons and such, and then maybe some arrow stuff. No, Crystal, it's not a Saturday, not yet. But I'm going to be on a plane tomorrow, so... Kendall, you're here for a stream. It's amazing. What time is it over there for you, though? It's got to be pretty, off hours. Hey, Blob. Okay, let's see. So, yeah, we'll go with the, arrow thing. I'm not going to use this file because it's a little bit too easy, basically, with, all these, I don't know if you've seen this trick, but when you have this many arrows, you can... Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, so I've got the ability now to unlock pretty much a whole row at once of invalid slots. I don't know if you've seen my recent video on hold prompt entanglement, but that's just one of the many ways of achieving it. This one's a little bit more powerful in that you can just get a whole page like really fast, but it is definitely a little bit more of a pain in the butt to set up. You see, you have to dupe so many arrows. Yeah, so let me switch to a different profile, something a little bit less on the nose. I probably will set up prompt entanglement to start with, just because it's so dang useful. Let's see, I think I'm gonna pick maybe this one. Not really sure which one I should go with. How are people doing tonight? 7:11 p.m. for you. Ah, you're the same time zone as me then. Well, as long as you can stay Glitcher Bro, I appreciate it. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, I think this one could work. I don't really have much going on this one. I've got a protected... So I've got a future manual save here, and some just regular saves. I think I was doing some, whatchamacallit, camera displacement for that that video where I flew in off the cliffside. So that was fun. It's really weird seeing that Korok seed in the chat now for people. If anyone's not aware, I just turned on memberships. So, like, that's how LinkD has that little seed. It's kind of interesting. I got selected for some program by YouTube, so I'm really, like, it's kind of awesome that they chose me, but... Okay, I think we can just load any of these files. We'll just go with this one. Yeah, my flight tomorrow morning is at... So it's in 12 hours, basically. I need, I still need to get packed a little bit, but I'm gonna spend about an hour and a half just messing around here doing some arrow stuff, making this file officially overpowered. Yeah, I don't think they'd take away the wrench because that's like moderator stuff. Okay, this file already has copious amounts of corrupted weaponry. I think these might be durability corrupted too, now that I think about it. So maybe this isn't the best file to use. Let's pick a different profile. One that doesn't have so much ridiculous stuff. I think this one is maybe just finished with the plateau, so it could potentially work. I say something like, "Oh yeah, it's Friday, right?" When it's midday Saturday for me right now. That's the thing with time zones. They're always super strange. Oh, this one just got off the Shrine of Resurrection. That's a little bit further back than I want to go, so I am not going to choose that one. I will go with this WMC file, I think. There's a problem with being a Breath of the Wild content creator. You always end up with like a million files that are you know, I have them written down with some name, but like, what does that really mean? Okay, this one could work. Let's just see what we're getting up to here. You need a new Switch for more files. I am thinking about picking up an OLED. So this one, I believe, could be modded. So if I were to pick up an OLED, I might, like, you know, use this one for purposes. Okay, this one looks good, right? I've got some sort of garbage weaponry. I've got a few arrows, right? Like, this isn't like a super progressed file, but it's got stuff on it. You can pretend there's more annoying key items. So what I think I'm going to start with is I'm going to return to the title screen. I'm going to go activate, whatchamacallit, Star Tab in Valid Slot, because I really want to have access to that for later, I think. It's just too powerful. I feel like it's like, I can't play anymore without like being able to just delete things on demand. So if you haven't watched my prompt entanglement video, this is going to be a nice quick preview of how to do that. You have 3 switches. It's nice. 2 of them are broken. What do you mean by broken with quotes? E.g. Mod it and spawn the divine beasts. Yeah. Yeah, so I think this one is moddable. I got it pretty early on, but you never know for sure until you try. But I don't really want to attempt that when it's my only Switch. It seems like a really bad idea. So I'm not gonna do that. But I will, at some point, probably pick up an OLED, and as soon as that happens, right, it's not really worth selling this at that point, I think. Do you think they're going to get rid of some of the major exploits? Yeah, I bet some of the stuff we're doing these days is being noticed by them. But it's possible they'll add stuff in its place, right? People really enjoyed the weapon modifier corruption stuff. So I could imagine them actually putting in some legitimate, like, weapon crafting. It doesn't have to be, you know, this complex or whatever, but people find that stuff fun. So you start a new game. This is the setup that I came up with. You grab the slate. I just got a quick autosave before this cutscene, and during this cutscene, the 45-second timer is counting down. So you only really need to wait about 10 seconds after this, once you get to the chest, because we need 2 saves. Is the video quality okay? I remember I had some issues last week. I switched my internet up a little bit. Seems okay. Yeah, I think 2018, a lot of stuff happened. So we're just gonna chill here for 10 seconds. Just walk around the chest a couple times. Really only takes 10 seconds. But you don't want to get it too early, otherwise, well, it's kind of annoying, but it's not that annoying. I'm gonna pretend that's enough time. Sweet. So I should get a second autosave here. I'll definitely get an autosave, but the question is, will I keep my other one? Perfect. Okay, so I've got the main one from when I started the game, before I got the slate, so there's nothing in this inventory. And then this one has a slate and an old shirt. So just remember that. So we're going to So I need to load into a file that is progressed. So that would be this one. The one I loaded before where we're just chilling inside the town. One of your switches screens is cracked, but still work. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You know, my niece borrowed my Switch for, like, probably 5 minutes, and she tried to put it onto the dock upside down. So the top edge of my screen has some little indentations from that hilarity. Now, I can actually do the activation faster here. Like, all I have to do is transfer one piece of clothing into this file, because it doesn't have one. So I might go about doing it that way. But I think I'll just show the regular setup. So I've got a shock arrow, I've got some multi-shot bows. I don't even have enough to do, like, a full overload. So I'll show you, like, sort of a slightly advanced technique. We're just gonna go create one IST slot, because one IST is all we need. Yeah, I've already bought. Do I have money? I have some money. I have items. Okay, I've got some items, that's fine. So we're gonna create slots using regular memory overload. Sorry, menu overload. I keep doing that. I've got my one shock arrow. So the idea here is when you drop something, it normally drops behind you, right? Here it'll drop at your feet, so you can actually hold it. So, not that one, but this one. Hold that in my hands, drop it and equip. And then for these ones, I have to drop and equip, and then unpause and hit A really quickly. That might be enough. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so I've got a hold smuggle, that's all that matters. And then I'm going to unequip this. I probably don't need to, though, because your hold smuggle kind of gets cancelled automatically once the bows fade. Oh. What's happening there is I unpause, quickly hit A to grab the next bow that I dropped, pause again. And the bows kind of linger for a few frames, so if you're fast enough, you don't need 6 bows, you need 2. Or 3 or 4. It's easier the more bows you have, because you have some on the ground, and you have some, like, pre-baked overload. You didn't even say anything. Yeah, cracked screens definitely suck. The plan for today, P3, is we're going to take this file, which is kind of a middling starter file. I've just gotten to Hateno, I have a few items, and we're going to make it ridiculously overpowered. And I've only got about an hour, so we'll see how far we can get with that. I'm hoping I can get, like, 1 trillion arrows and a bunch of other strong stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to do any weapon modifier corruption on this file, but we'll try. So I need to sell this, what did I hold? I don't remember what I'm holding. Does anyone remember what I held before I entered this menu? I think I'll just sell this whole first top row. That'll have to be enough, right? It's gotta be one of these items. Can you show me how to corrupt the Bow of Light? I can't find any detailed guide on it. I actually have a detailed guide on my channel. It goes into, like, a lot of detail, which might be more than you're after, but, I mean, it's not trivial to corrupt a Bow of Light. And there's also a stream where I covered 2 methods, one of which is the one I made a video out of, and the other one is called K9C. That one's a little bit faster if all you want is the Bow of Light. The honey? Awesome. Okay, well, I sold the honey, so that should be enough. The other items won't do anything, the fact that I sold them. I just need to drop an item. There we go. Alright, so I've got an IST slot. I don't even need to pick these up, I won't. So at this point, you want to load the file with the armor in it, right? We'll load that. I probably don't have very many warp points on this file, so we're going to spend some time BLSSing around. That's going to be a lot of the time, actually, just unlocking shrines and junk. We'll see how far we get. It's good to have fewer items, though, for backwards. Okay, did it work? Yes, so I've got 3 items, right? So we transferred in something, probably this paraglider, which... if I actually saved and loaded this file, I would do a plateau skip as soon as I exited, but I'm not interested in that. I want to get rid of that item. That item's in my way. We're going to get rid of it. Yeah, actually, Link D, do you think you can link the video on weapon modifier corruption for account hacked? That's a good name. And then I guess the stream. The stream has the other thing. I really need to make a video out of that. I think Drowsy has one for the other method too. So you should probably watch both and pick one that works for you. So you'll notice now that I've loaded a second time, the armor's actually in the wrong place. It's over here to the right of my... I'm moving to the right, even though it doesn't look like it. So it's like, nothing, key item, armor, right? That's just because we have a M count of 1 right now, because we have 1 IST slot. There's 2 items. So the game thinks I have 1 item. I happened to add them in the wrong order. The armor got added second, and it didn't bother to sort because it thinks that there's only 1. So at this point, if I load this file, or any file that doesn't have armor, it will transfer the armor in and activate star tab, or star icon, I think is actually what it's called. Star icon and valid slot. Yeah, K+1 WMC is definitely the fastest. So this file has no items. I'm just going to grab an item. The last minute before the stream, I was restarting my computer so that my graphics card wasn't foobarred partway through the stream. And I have this thing where when I'm on the BIOS screen, I can't see like anything. It doesn't go onto my monitor. So I didn't remember all the menus I had to hit to like blindly navigate through and start up my machine. I had to plug in an old monitor to do that. I appreciate that, Agent Banana. One thing I didn't cover in my tutorial was that you can actually go into the screen here and do it. So it just so happened that I'm aligned, but if I hadn't been, right, so there's a star, just back out of the menu, enter it, right stick. Back out, enter it, right stick. And then from there, you should be able to get to this no matter what. But we're here, so we've got star. If I go to the System tab and I hit left on my D-pad, I'm moving to something over there. That indicates that you have it loaded. And at this point, I can just load whichever file. So we're going to load the one that I was working with, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah, Agent Banana, that's my goal is to get as many people kitted out as possible. So I'm glad that it worked all the way through for you, and you were able to get the weapons you wanted. The slot offset. Yes, so the Bow of Light video shows how to do it. Just 1 second. Sorry, I got a phone call from my cable provider. It's a customer satisfaction survey. I think I'm going to put that under the not satisfied category. Yeah, so account hacked. The video for my Bow of Light video shows how to do, I think, both forms of offset. Both the one that I went through just now with like shock arrows, and then the other one where you do it arrowless. So I'd recommend watching that. I'm not going to dwell on that too much. I know everyone does assume that it's just kind of known information now, and that's annoying if it isn't to you. But those 2 videos do cover it, especially the Bow of Light one. It goes over everything in fine detail, so it should be good enough for that. And if you still have trouble, I would recommend hopping on the Discord a little bit later. You can ask for help there. People will definitely be willing to help you out. Alright, so let's see. I don't know... Yeah, so you see I don't have much on my map here. One thing I'm going to need is access... Well, I don't need, but it would be easier as if I had access to Eventide. So I'm gonna get that in a minute. But the first thing I need to do is consider... So the goal here first is to get this durability over to the left onto something else, right? I want that durability onto one of my weapons. Now, in order to do that, I need to create enough offset to cover them. And I've got quite a lot of items in my inventory, right? So... Ideally, what I would do is get rid of some of these items, and I actually... Yeah, so now that I've got Star Tab, I can eat my key items to get rid of them. I did just generate an autosave, you saw? Right, so this one right here, the 1927 one, this one would be good to, like, roll back to if I need to retrieve some items. But basically, the goal first is to get that weapon corrupted. Once you do that, and you transfer that into any other file, you're going to be golden. So... what I want to do quickly, right, is just take note that this, right here, this Frost Blade is actually equipped. And I think I'm going to generate another save with fewer items equipped. So I want to unequip this, so let me see. I don't have any armor, though, to unequip it with, which is fine. That's okay. I could eat them, I guess, to get rid of them. That would work. Yeah, so if I wanted to eat these, I could just do it this way. Let's see. Let me go over this again. So, to activate a row, you go to the page to the right of the thing you want, and the thing I want right here is this arrow, right? So from the arrow, everything's in cycles of 3, so I can go 1, 2, 3 to the right of that. It corresponds with this melon. So to target this melon, I go a page to the right, then I go down 1 row, and I can start from either side. In the video, I show from column 5, so I'll show from column 1 here. So you do D-pad left, D-pad up, right stick right, D-pad left. And you do that kind of quick. It's not too fast. It looks worse than it is, but it's really not that bad. And the theory behind it is you move to the left, which pages. While it's paging, you move up, which sticks you to the star tab. It splits up your 2 cursors, the glowing aura and the 4 arrows. While they're split, you page back to the right. And so you have 1 cursor on that mushroom over there, and 1 cursor was like sort of hanging out up on the star. So at that point, if you hit D-pad left, instead of going here, it snaps you over to the mushroom. So let's watch that. From here. So you see how it kind of snapped over to the mushroom? That's not really what it's supposed to be doing, but when you have Star Tab active, weird things happen, and we've sort of learned to tame those. Hey, Duende, can you show us a file with the WMC Bow of Light? Yeah, I'll make sure to load into one of those. I think I'll do the arrow thing, then I'll load up one of those, and we can play around with some overpowered weapons. Once you got a row activated, you want to page left twice quickly. Then you can move your cursor over here. And to activate columns 2 through 4, you just go to the column before it. So here would be column 4 I'm targeting. And then you do right stick right, D-pad right stick left, D-pad right. It's a similar principle to the other ones I've moved. You're kind of creating... When your cursor moves to the right, it snaps to the one you already had in column 5. And then you destroy it and create a new one, right? So I can do column 3 the same way. You can notice I can move to the left if I want, so I can do column 2. If I try to go back and do column 3 again, though, that doesn't work. But I can go to column 1 now, and column 1 is D-pad right, left, left, right from this position. It looks like I need to reactivate the cell, though. So I'll do it from this side this time. Right, so I've got this activated. Now I want to activate it with RL, so I can now smuggle that prompt over. Right, and then here I'm just gonna... Okay, so I don't have any arrows anymore. I don't have them equipped. That's one way of taking care of problems. I've got nothing equipped here, but I want to target the Great Frostblade. That's the one I'm going to attempt to... sort of put durability onto. I've got 1 shield that I want to write the durability from. So I think what I'll do here is I'll drop as much as I can. Do I get rid of these arrows next? Might be good to do that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna get rid of these. Don't need them. Alright, so we'll do column 2. Activate that. Okay, I've now got an arrowless file, so that's kind of nice. Oh, hey, Shodden. Yeah, I tend to put stuff in the descriptions. Oh, where did this activate unlock terminology? Yeah, I don't know. Kinok, probably. He uses the word actualize, which is like to use or something in French. Actualiser. I don't remember what the verb is, but... so now I've got this shield. I've got some space. That's important. You need space for things. So I'm going to get rid of some other stuff here. I don't technically need bows where I'm going. I'm just getting rid of stuff to make room for the durability transfer. Okay, so let's look. I've got 3 things. I think actually this is going to get in the way, so I'm going to get rid of it too. And then I guess I should probably get rid of these 2 key items, because they're also in my way. Let's get rid of those. So we'll start from here. Yep, that works. And then we'll activate that. Go over here. Get the prompt. Okay, and then I think just... I probably didn't need to do that, but whatever. And then... this isn't gonna work. I need food, so I will hold these 2 and move them to the end of my inventory. And now I should have food where I need it. Actually, I could have done it anyway. There's sort of a weird quirk. I'll show that, actually. So you see how I have the raw bird drumstick targeted? You'd think this wouldn't be enough, right? But if I eat this cell, this empty cell, I actually just ate my slate. See, it's gone. Alright, so now I'm down to just 2 items that I can't drop. Or I could drop, but I don't want to. Right, so I think I can pretty much drop everything else I've got. And I will go ahead and use mag drop because it's faster. Ugh. Trying to remember how to do this. I'm telling you, prompt entanglement makes you feel like a wizard sometimes. You can just do things you shouldn't be able to do, and it feels so good. Your video has 100,000 frames? What does that mean? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know something about long videos. I just rendered one that, no joke, took 5 hours. It said it was going to take 20, and it was like a 16-minute video. It happens. I won't find you in 100% Zelda stream today. Oh, is he streaming? Ah, I didn't know that. I guess you probably won't. I got some packing to do after this. I don't know, maybe I'll have that on while I'm packing. We'll see. Is he actually streaming after this? Because I feel like I should redirect to him. Oops. The longest thing with most of these setups is just getting rid of your items, I swear. Yeah, 5 hours is a very, very long render time. That's not normal for me. Generally, it takes like 50 to 100% more than the actual length of the video to render. That one, I happened to make an overlay for the entire, like, video, which had some expressions in it. So I was doing some calculation at the same time, and that just takes forever. What am I thinking? I want to drop stuff that has small amounts. I can sell the other stuff. I'm gonna expedite this. I'll start paying a little bit more attention to what I'm doing here. Ideally, you drop the things you have 1 of, right? And you don't do that to other things. I should also mention that there's kind of no reason to have more than 1 of anything anymore. Like, if I wanted more of these nightshades, just as an example, I can activate an invalid slot on them. And then go over here. Oh, I guess, right. So I need some bows for this to work. Do I have a bow on the ground? Yeah, here's one. Cool. Right, so we'll do... That is not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay. And we're going to activate this action. And now I can do A and drop, right? See, I can drop another one. I think that might be enough. Yeah. That was too fast. Oops. Anyway, I have a whole bouquet of flowers here, and they're real. I have 5 of them, but I don't want 5 of them. I want to get rid of them. I don't want this bow either. Just pointing out that's possible. Okay, anything else worth... Okay, I think I can drop some more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm willing to drop anything I'm up to 3 on because they're kind of... Maybe 2. Yeah, okay. Let's say that's good enough. I'm gonna go sell the rest. We're going real extremely, frugal here. Just space efficient. Maybe is the word I'm looking for. All of them. Okay. Get rid of them. I don't need them anymore. Okay, I just had a quick, like, several second blackout, which happens sometimes with my capture card. I don't know if you guys saw that or not on your end. Definitely saw it on my end. Oh, Ben, like I said, I'm really glad when people can use, my guides to achieve the results they want. The Bow of Light guide seems to be really popular. I think people are really finding that useful, so I'm glad that you found it useful, too. P3 asked if there was a possibility for Ace to be found. Definitely a possibility. Do I think it likely? Not really. Leo at Lino, who's, like, the one, sort of championing the, whatchamacallit, the reverse engineering that's going on, doesn't think that's gonna happen, so I tend to believe him. Okay, now, what's interesting here is I've only got 1 IST slot, but I've also only got 2 items, so I can reorder these just by dropping them. Like, if I want this to be to the right, it is now. So the cool thing is, if I were to save in this state, and then load that file, what would happen is the game would reorder these items, right? It would say, oh, no, okay, weapons are supposed to be on the left. You know, the shield is supposed to be on the right. And, I believe that is how it's supposed to work. I'm just gonna quickly whip up a IST script for this, which should be very fast because I literally have 2 items. So, I am going to type into the IST simulator, initialize, let's see, 1 Hylian shield, and I'll say it's equipped, and 1 Great Frostblade. Okay, and then save, and I think just reload is all it takes. Reload. Yeah, so if I were to save this file and then reload it, I need to do some shenanigans for inventory corruption, but I'll do that real quick. So I'm going to go generate an autosave up here. And remember, the 1927 save is the one that is the good one. We're going to go back to that one shortly. It still has all the items we need. We don't want to lose everything. Sweet. Okay, now this autosave, like I said, is misordered because of, you know, my M count being 1, right? So it's not going to delete my items. I will show you if I drop this, though. Like, it looks like everything's gone because I'm at M count 0. So, because I just saved with them in the wrong order, it's going to swap them, which means this shield that is equipped will end up loading in on this slot. It's going to copy its durability into the game data, which happens to have this Frostblade. Alright, so let's do that. Now, you cannot immediately look at your inventory if you do that. If you do, it will screw everything up. So this is one thing about inventory corruption. You kind of have to not pause. You just have to trust it worked, and then later you'll find out. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait about 45 seconds before pausing. I'll just bring up a clock so that you don't have to guess. The reason we're going to wait 45 seconds is we need to get a save. And I don't want to manually save because I've got some stuff on that save that I don't want to get rid of. So I'm going to avoid that. Could you multiply fairies in Trial of the Sword and be invincible? Yes, if you had Star Tab invalid slot and then entered Trial of the Sword, any item you got, you could dupe. Weapons, too. You can do some pretty crazy shenanigans with that. I can show that in a second here. Okay, so that should be long enough. So I'm going to run over here. Right, so I got another autosave. That's perfect. Now I'm going to pause. I hope that didn't screw things up. I forgot that it was going to transfer some things in. Yeah, that might have messed me up. Because this got shifted to the right one, and there's no third item in the inventory. Bugger. Okay, 1 second. I am going to... So this one is still the good one. I think I need to generate a new autosave. Hold on. This one... No, this one here has the items in a certain order. Right, so all I need to do is drop everything. Like, I don't want to transfer anything in. That's the other thing I always forget. You don't want to transfer stuff in that's going to screw you up, right? So I probably should have unequipped that shield anyway. I just want the file to load with the items in the correct order. Actually, hold on. I do have the simulator up, and if it says it's good, I might be okay. Yeah, okay, let me see. Break 1 slot is what I forgot to say. Break 1 slots. Save, reload. Nope, yeah, that definitely screwed it up. So what I will do is load the file again, and we'll just do that same waiting game. Yes, load this. Right, so I'm loading this with nothing, which means nothing should transfer in. It'll only have the 2 items I had, and everything I said would happen will happen. Oh, Blob, welcome to... Oh, Champion. Nice. Blob just became a member. So, remember, I can't pause. I have to wait. I just have to wait. This is the weird thing about inventory corruption. I think that Champion right now is going to get you access to, like, gaming with me, I think was the perk I put there. So that's pretty cool. Just waiting for the timer to tick. You get to see all the mistakes here. It's definitely easier following a plan than doing it live. But it's not that complicated, you just have to remember a couple of rules. So like rule 1 is anything you have equipped is going to be equipped when you transfer in, and the leftmost one is the one that will apply. So generally speaking, you gotta drop stuff to get rid of it, you gotta unequip it to make it not get in the way. Rule number 2 is you cannot pause your game to check, because as soon as you do that, you sync your game data when you leave the inventory. You can pause and then save if you're okay with making a manual save, and that's what speedrunners do to speed things up. So once I've loaded, I need to actually autosave. Perfect. Now, you'll recall this save had things out of order. And it still does. Right, it still does in my game data. Not my game data, my inventory, my visual inventory. But behind the scenes, the order is different. And, so I'm just confirming. Nope, cancel. Get out of here. Okay, and then, so I want to break a slot, save, drop. I'm just typing in the commands to make sure that this will work before I go and burn another autosave. What's going on? Huh. Insert above. Okay, we'll try this. Huh. I seem to have broken the simulator. Well, whatever. Now that I've got these 2 items in like properly ordered in the game data. Oh, I'm sorry, they're properly ordered. I'm confusing myself. I'm gonna assume this worked this time, and I think I need to load the file there. And this time it doesn't really matter if I carry stuff over, but I am gonna unequip this because I don't want to do any extra durability transfer. So let's load this file that I just made. I hope I did that right. I think maybe I forgot to save, possibly. So I'm imagining making multiple meals, multiple fairies, multiple ancient arrows. Yes. Yeah, you could do that. As soon as you get to their first fairy, you could dupe it. Okay. No, I didn't. I think I forgot to save. Right. So, let's try this one more time. One more time, this time focusing on what I'm doing. So I've dropped everything. I have nothing. My possessions are all gone. I'm going to load a file that I have items in. I think that's this one. Right. Wait, I made a save. Something's wrong here. What's going on? Okay, there we go. So save, drop, 1 Hylian shield, 1 great frostblade. Move up. Reload. Break 1 slots. Save. Drop everything. Reload. Oh, it's just totally not working now. Why is that? Oh, it's because I've got the slot, and that's preventing it from sorting. Right. So I think I need to transfer in a material. Get 1 wood bundle, I guess. Reload. Yeah, okay, that'll do it. Alright, I've got a plan now. So I've gotten rid of everything, and the problem with that is I need to have something in my inventory so that I don't have 1 and it sorts at the end. Right, so I want to get something, but it can't be a weapon, because if it's a weapon, that will push the weapons even further than they should be, and obviously that's not a good idea. So I'm gonna have some wood. I've got wood. It's just 1 piece, or it's 2 pieces. It doesn't really matter if I have 2 or 1. But from here, I think I should be able to reload. Okay, so I believe I want to reload this one. This is really testing my knowledge and abilities here. Yeah, I'm just trying to corrupt my weapon. Channel perks won't show up. I need to enable some of them, Blob. I'll get to that tonight. I just turned that thing on, that feature on tonight, but yeah, I'm gonna create the members only channel on the Discord, and all the other stuff a little bit later tonight. Okay, remember I can't save, or sorry, I can't pause. You can't unpause. You could pause, but if you do that, you're stuck, because time doesn't tick forward anymore. Yeah, sorry about the black screen for a second there. It's weird that happens. Yeah, I hadn't tried that, the square, going into Tots. But yeah, you could definitely do that. Go in there and just, as soon as you get to a room with fairies, basically become invincible. You're not going to be able to corrupt them, but you could certainly, like, get up to, like, 12 of them, and then if you ever get low again, you could just do it again. I'm currently, so Red Blades, I'm currently waiting for the timer to tick down long enough to get an autosave. See if that's good. Okay, so I've got an autosave, and now I'm going to pause and check the inventory. Right. This is what I wanted. Remember, in this save, previously, there was a equipped Hylian shield in that slot. And then the second slot had the Frostblade. So now it's been swapped, right? Here's the Frostblade's old position. So this is writing its durability to the game data, which currently has, or sorry, had, when I made that save, a Great Frostblade, because I didn't sync my inventory. So on that save, there is a Great Frostblade with 800 durability on it. This one currently has full durability. Here. Can you guys hear me again? I think Lusamine fixed it. Okay, just a momentary hiccup. Alright. Okay, I can see the streams back on my window. Ugh, that's annoying. Anyway, like I said, I was just standing here, but if I pause it now, yeah, you can see this Frostblade here, it looks like it's damaged. That's because it doesn't have perfect durability. It has 800 durability, which is way over. I just went over it, but how do you confirm that while doing IST that you don't dupe pages and accidentally get invalid star in the process? How How do you confirm that while doing IST that you don't dupe item equipment pages and accidentally get invalid star in the process? It's very hard to. You have to kind of be deliberate about it. But if you do get star, it's cool. You kind of want that. It's very ideal. So at any rate, this Frostblade is the thing we wanted. In fact, this is all we cared about. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transfer this back to my original save. So I'll drop both of these. I don't need them. I've got this great Frostblade. Right? And I chose this because it's the last weapon in that file. So I'm going to load the 1927 file. I have one IST slot, so it should transfer the one item I have into that file. And then we're off to the races. And it's okay to pause here because we're not doing any corruption. You see, it pushed the other Frostblade off and replaced it with this one. So this one's cool because it's got, like, 800 durability. And I can use that to overwrite durability on all these other guys. The easiest way to do that is probably to go over to Eventide. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so here's what we'll do. We're going to equip this one. We're going to sort. I'm going to drop this and pick it up again so it's at the end. And then, let's see. I want to unequip this for now. That's fine. These are all good. It seems like I've got a lot of items and it's going to be very annoying, but we'll deal with that. So, at this point, I want to get an autosave. So I'm not going to worry about it, though, because I have to head over to a very distant land. By the time I get there, I'll definitely have gotten an autosave. Do I have any towers nearby? Okay, I've got the Pharaon Tower. Nah, it's probably faster for me to do it from over here. I'm just going to head over to Chasketa, or not that one. I don't remember the... I'm heading to Eventide. You can also do this at the forest. Do I have Korok Forest unlocked? I do not. This file basically has nothing. Okay, so I need to get a tree somewhere. I just need a step up. This ledge over here looks like it'll work. There's, of course, no trees on this mountain. So, I need a bow, and I need some arrows. That's not gonna work. I need a thing that I can step up on. Come on, don't make me wind bomb. How are there no trees anywhere here? I don't even need to be that high up off the water. Okay, these rocks ought to work. I'm gonna try these rocks. Yeah, this guy right here. Okay, so I want round bomb. I want a shield. I'll use this shield. Okay. I just want to pick you up. Okay, good. We found a spot, I think. Nope, come on. There we go. That's what we want. Nope. This one? Damn it. Just activating BLSS, that's all. Very easy. Anybody can do it. This is kind of an annoying trick to activate, but I do think it's easier than... I can get the shield back on. There we go. Okay, perfect. Right. And then, I think I will not equip my shield. Right, yeah. I have to keep the bow equipped. So I'm gonna fly over there. I'm gonna try to fly over there. Can you not work? Maybe this one. I'm gonna try these stairs, I guess. I should have just gone to the tower at this point. Okay, if this doesn't work, I'll be shocked. Come on, come on. Maybe if I jump? Please. Okay, okay. That does look like it's gonna work. Just gotta hit it at the right angle. Yes. Okay, we're gonna go to this tower, where I can get it pretty much instantly off the lip. Sorry about those last 5 minutes, everyone. There's not time... Oh, so you're just asking, Big Man, if you can do that with the invalid star? No, you need the triple arrow thing, unfortunately. No way. Your question about the Master Sword, it will stick. That's a permanent sticky thing. So, the only thing you can do to lose it is go into Trial of the Sword. So don't do that. Okay. Oh, good. It's not windy for once. I don't know why. It feels like it's much easier here. And then I always line this up first. Okay, good. Alright, it's a little bit easier with 0 BLSS to change direction. You've got to be kidding me now. I am ashamed of myself. I think I'm going to use up one of my arrows so I can just use 0 BLSS. I'm getting tired of this. So it's really easy to change... Oh, I can't, though, because I don't have a high enough ledge here. Screw it. We'll make it work. At this point, I'm regretting not having access to Korok Forest. There we go. Okay, let's try this again, and this time not screw it up. There's a lot that has to go on to not lose this, and also be efficient, and I still need practice, clearly. We're gonna say this is fast enough. If I can get to Chasketa, I can actually get a save somewhere where there's a tree that I can use. So I might do that. I might not. So it's probably faster to do it off the ledge over there. Right, yes, I'm very far away here. That's why I didn't want to come back this way. Yeah, you see that high ledge up there? I might actually start there because you get a save. Let's aim that way. Come on. I just hope I hit it high enough. There's Lurelin. I don't think I'm high enough up here. Can I do whistle sprint? Oh my god, you can really just climb up mountains this way, can't you? It's ludicrous. Walking up a vertical wall. With a blue object, yes. Yeah, I like Square Bomb because it doesn't blow away, but it doesn't really work well unless you're doing 0 BLSS, which, unfortunately... kind of tempted to steal these. Just to spite the game. Took me like 10 minutes just to get to the freaking island. I would jump, except if I did that I'd probably fall and then waste all that time. I don't feel like wasting all that time. So we're gonna climb slowly up this wall. Once we get to the cliffside, that's going to be a nice spot, because, well, basically, you can warp to it. There we go. Hi, guys. I'm going to ignore you. The larger the object, the faster the acceleration. That is the conventional wisdom. I believe it's true. Okay, now I think I can use 0 BLSS here, so I'm going to do that. Let's see, do I have a bow that I don't really care about? This one's already been used once, looks like. What do I want to use up? Do I want to waste my last... I'll get rid of my one ancient arrow, that's fine. Okay, cool. Now, you see I'm holding the bow a slightly different way. That's ideal. No, I don't want to use this for that. That would be silly. Oh, don't want to do that either. That hurt. That'll do. And the tree is impervious to damage, apparently. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I believe I got an autosave right there on the terminal. Hold on a second. I need to make sure I'm situated. So I've got an autosave just now. Yes. Okay, so I believe this one I got with all the items. I need to make some space, though, if I'm going to do durability transfer. So I need to make space for this to shift over one. So I'm going to drop something. I guess I'll drop this torch, because they're everywhere. And that way, if I make another autosave, I'll have space for it. I want to unequip this, I guess. I'm just trying to figure out what I want equipped in the save. Probably like this. Looks good. Okay, now I need another autosave, unfortunately. What's the fastest way to do it? I think if I discover a location is probably fastest. Maybe I'll glide down over here. Can I do this? Is the question. Oh. Not that way. We'll warp back. Don't have bow equipped, can't get bullet time. Really, all I need to do now is transfer a weapon in. And the easiest way to do that would be have more IST slots. I've only got one, so... perhaps I should have created more earlier, but I didn't. I guess I can create more. Otherwise I'm gonna have to eat these, which I guess I could do. Yeah, I'll create some IST slots. I don't have a vendor here, but that's okay, I don't need one. I want to get a edible item into the first slot, and I want it down to 1. So we'll do this. Okay, then the next thing you do is activate an IST slot on it. Okay. Like, actually activate it. Then you eat it. So it's gone. It just deleted it, right? Then you go 1. So it's currently on that sword, right? So we'll activate the sword. Then we'll go back. Now it's on this empty slot, which had the mushroom in it. So we're gonna drop that mushroom. And... Yep. Okay, so there's a mushroom on my chest. I'm growing mushrooms. I'm now holding a mushroom. So what happens if I drop this? That's an IST slot. So we can do that again. Perfect. It's not the most efficient way, but it's better than going back to the vendor. So we'll eat this. get a weapon prompt, drop it to pick it up, throw one on the ground. Okay. So I've currently got 3, and the reason I did that is because it's enough to get past these 2 items, and then transfer one more thing. And I need to transfer a weapon in order to transfer this weapon's durability over to the right onto my bows. I'm also going to make some space with my bows. I'm going to get rid of one of these. What else do I need? I think I'm going to drop this so I can make some space on these weapons. I'll unequip that. And I'm trying to think if I even need to do anything else here. I need to make an autosave with this. That's it, and then I can do things. Like, I need to get to the Eventide as well, so I will go down there. But, and I think it's actually okay if I have this equipped for that purpose. Yeah, so this should work. My goal here is to write some durability from there to here, and then I can get it onto my arrows real quick as well. So we'll blow this up. We'll fail to blow it up because it's so freaking windy. Good. I'm going to equip this shield. I don't want to mess around with the durability of the Hylian shield, if possible. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Okay, right, so now you can see 0 BLSS, hopefully. Yep. Okay, it looks like I'm pointing that way now, so... Like, I like this because you don't have to wiggle, you just move the stick in a circle, and then it does the thing you need it to. I do need to get an autosave, though, before I continue with the shenanigans, so maybe I'll get Chasketa real quick, and I'll fly over from there. I know this seems weird and non-intuitive, but... How did you move the cursor to the right side? That is prompt entanglement, and I invite you to watch my prompt entanglement video. It explains everything. You could also hop into the Discord, there's a lot of experts there. Let's go a little faster here. Okay, give me an autosave. There's an autosave. Okay, cool. I'm gonna blow up this tree. Hopefully it's tall enough for my purposes. Appears to be. Okay. Alright. We'll just skim the water here. It makes it look so much faster when you're, like, hovering over the ground. I mean, if I had just wind bombed and succeeded that one time, maybe not, but... You know, I gotta show you new stuff. Like, hovering next to the water. How long you been live? About an hour, I'm gonna say? An hour and 15 minutes? I'm kind of wrapping up here. I'm not sure I'm gonna get to arrows. I hope I do. We'll see. I think I might be able to. Basically, at this point now, it's going to take away all my stuff. And you'll recall, I have 3 IST slots now, or at least I claim to. So I should be able to transfer a weapon in. And of course it's raining. Right, so if I pause it, you can see now in my inventory I've got just my 2 key items. Right? So if I were to grab any weapon at this point, and then load the autosave that I just had, it'll transfer a weapon into that. Oh, you jerk. It'll do. That bass might be a problem. Let me make sure it's not... There we go. Okay, so now it'll transfer this. I don't want it equipped, though. That is one thing I do not want. So, from this point, you do not exit, you just load. So we'll load the Chasketa Shrine save I had. And then, again, it's doing inventory corruption, so I am not allowed to pause the game. So instead, I just have to wait and check. So we're going to wait 45 seconds. Then we're going to generate a new autosave. Somehow. Probably walking over to that shrine will do it. So what just happened was it transferred that Boko Spear into my inventory, which shifted my items over, and that should have moved my Great Frostblade onto the first bow in my inventory, whatever that is. And the reason I'm up here is because I didn't land long enough. It, like, autosaved, but you need a second for it to, like, register where you are. So this is the last place I was standing before... Remember, I triggered the BLSS from up here. Alright, I'm gonna say that's enough time. I hope it's enough time. Really do. I'll give it another couple seconds. Because if it's not, it's gonna be annoying. Yeah, I'll wait till it says 8:16. How long you been live and what did I miss? You didn't miss a whole lot. I've, like I said, I've just been doing, some inventory corruption. I got my shield durability written to this Great Frostblade, although I have not proven that yet because, I have not managed to get it onto arrows to prove that it was, you know, transferred. Shooting a shock arrow at 7 metal multi-shot bows. I heard that you can do that. I've never, like, frozen the game that way. We are doing some inventory corruption. The stream is almost over, but I'm hoping to get the arrows corrupted before that. Okay, so let's get the autosave. Good, there's an autosave. Indeed, the Boko Spear transferred in. So this is one way you can bypass the fact that you have 1 trillion items, right? So this durability should have written onto this bow. So all I have to do, I think, is reload the autosave I just made to prove that. So notice all of these bows, except for this one, have perfect durability. So if this one doesn't have perfect durability after this, then it's been corrupted too. So we'll load that. Crashed your game with multiple Korok seeds. I've also heard you can do that, but I've not managed to. I mentioned in my prompt entanglement video that I just released that you can crash the game by doing too many arrows. I don't think that's actually true. I've never seen that happen. I might have misunderstood the information someone was telling me, but it's okay. Yeah, so you see this one doesn't have perfect durability anymore. So if I equip this, in fact, I'll drop it. Right. So now I've got an item here with 800 durability. It's trivial to durability transfer from this to other things. Same with this to other things. You can either do standard durability transfer using menu overload, or you can do this process. You can also use, like, phantom item equipping to do that. I've got yet another item with 800 durability. So, now that these are all equipped, if I were to find one more weapon, again, like on Eventide, it would transfer this durability onto this bow. It would transfer this durability onto one of these arrows, and it would transfer this durability onto one of these shields. Right? So one thing you can do now is sort this, drop everything in front of it. I'm not going to go through the whole process, but now that this durability is the front, and this durability is here, ready to go onto the arrows, and this durability is here, if I were to get a single weapon, right? Just grab a weapon. That's going to shift everything over one slot. So it would corrupt this axe, it would corrupt this arrow, it would corrupt this shield. Once you've got the arrows corrupted, then you can use them too by firing them. So where I do the thing where I wait for 45 seconds, you can fire arrows, that's safe. You just can't switch them. So I'm going to float down there, get an autosave, and then I'm going to head back to the island and do the same thing I just did. The important thing is you need to be able to get an autosave periodically. I believe I can just fly down there, so we'll try that. Let's try this one more time. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna fly normally. We have no need for wind bombs. Can you do WMC on your main file even if you have armor? Yeah, so you can use prompt entanglement to eat your armor now. You basically... I did the setup at the beginning of this. That was the first thing I did. It's like 6 minutes. Once you have access to Star Tab, invalid slot, you can pretty much do a lot of illegal things, including eating armor. So I recommend that. I'm just floating down here to get an autosave, because I want my inventory set up just such. So this should give me an autosave. Okay, good. And now, I'm going to continue to ignore that pedestal. Right. One of these days I'll figure out the exact frame. There we go. Right. Off we go on our maiden voyage, which we already did one, so maybe it's not a maiden voyage, whatever. There's a lot to recap. I kind of did a lot just now, so I'm not sure I can recap it quickly. I'm hoping to get one of these arrows corrupted, and then what I'm going to do is probably load up another file that has the Bow of Light and start messing with that. Welcome to Eventide. Oh look, an ore. I can use the ore. Keep a manual save before you do everything. You should be safe. You just have to remember before you load up that manual save, like if you're like, whoops, I messed up, I want to restart everything. It's okay. Just like close your game and then reload that save. If you don't close the game, you're still gonna have IST slots, and you'll probably do something weird. But it's almost impossible to totally break your game 100% permanently now. Like within an hour or two, you can get it back to a state that doesn't suck. All right. So, in my inventory, I have nothing except for these two key items, and you saw I created IST slots earlier with prompt entanglement. So I just need to pick up any melee weapon. And then this is crucial. You need to remember to unequip it, because if you don't unequip it... Oh, right, and I need another item to get out of my IST-1. So this is not because I want mushrooms. I just want to be able to unequip this. Okay? Then I can eat this thing. Well... I can't unless I pick up another item, apparently. You'll do. Okay, now it's sorted everything, right? So everything's in the correct order. All jolly good. I'm gonna eat these, both. And now I can load the other file. The one that's quote-unquote et chasketa. Recall, I'm not allowed to pause now. If I were corrupting arrows, which I am in this case, but if I were corrupting arrows and they already had enough, what I could do is shoot them. In fact, I might do that, just to show you. So, can I do that? Shouldn't mess anything up. So you'll recall I had 9, 1, and 0 arrows. I'll just show how arrow corruption works. So if I were to fire my bow, I can't, because I'm equipped with 0 arrows, so never mind. Just pretend that didn't happen. Basically, you have to have your arrow equipped with, your bow equipped with arrows that you can shoot. But if you do that and you shoot right there, and then wait the 45 seconds like normal, without switching or quick menuing or anything, then the autosave you get will have overwritten the arrow durability onto whatever the arrows correspond to in the game data. So, like, in this case, I transferred in 1 weapon, that means everything shifted over by 1. So I'm going to wait till this says 8:24. It's a little bit longer than I need. I'll look at the chat for some questions in the meantime. Yeah, so I can show you how to deal with the armor real quick. I'm not going to eat armor, but I'll show you how to like eat something else illegal. Champion abilities will come back if you eat them, Adam. So it's not too helpful, but like if you've duped them because they're all over the place, or you just want to prevent them from duping that cycle, it can be helpful. It's not a bad plan. I'm pretty sure I've been standing here for a minute because he just did his flex animation, but... Yeah, WMC kind of takes a while when you're doing it kind of yourself. So now that I've got... the time has gone by. Right, I can get the autosave. This autosave now has the boat ore. That shifted this over 1, where the axe was, so the axe should have durability. It shifted this over 1 to here, so this should have durability. I was not able to fire this arrow, so even though it would have shifted it onto my Hylian shield, it will not have. And then the Hylian shield will have written this. So I expect this Traveler shield, these arrows, and that axe to all have extra durability. This one's flashing, so it should be not flashing. This one will be obvious. This one also should be not flashing. So let's try that. And I don't think it matters if I have stuff equipped here because I'm not transferring, like, any of my weaponry. Diggles 11, is that in reference to the BLSS? I will keep that in mind. Alright, so you can see the axe no longer has sparkling durability, which means it's actually got 800 in this case. I've got 80,000 arrows. At this point, I would probably drop this and pick it up. So, like, continuing on from here, you kind of want all your stuff that has durability higher than normal to be to the left. And every time you go and get one of those swords, right? So if I just did that same exact cycle again, but this time I fired my arrows during that 45-second interval, what it'll do is it'll write the durability onto the next arrow down. So this would have 79,999, and then so on and so forth, right? But essentially, that's how you do, like, right-facing durability transfer. You can just go to... You can do this in Trial of Sword, too. If you enter Trial of Sword and pick up a weapon there, and then not warp out, but load a file, that'll work. So it doesn't matter if you have a ton of crap. I've only got 3 IST slots. I have K+1, essentially. 1 more than my key items. So someone asked about armor being in the way. Let's pretend this is armor that I can't sell. This energetic rhino beetle. Let me pick something easier, actually. Excuse me. Okay, let's say this ancient spring were... Sorry about that. Let's say that this ancient spring were armor. So I need food or edible materials. In this case, I'm gonna entangle this row. So that was D-pad... Sorry, right stick left, D-pad up, right stick right, D-pad left. So I'm on the row. Page left twice. Recall that it is the 3rd item. So I'm going to go to the 2nd column and then do right stick right, D-pad right, right stick left, D-pad right. Then I activate the item. In that case it was already, but I did it anyway. Then we're going to go over to the thing that I want to affect. So we're pretending this is Zora armor. And then I eat it. In this case, there's 2 left, but in the case of the Zora armor, it would be gone. If you had it dyed, it would still have, like, it would just change color. So, that's how you can get rid of your armor. I do have that, actually, in my prompt entanglement video, so I do invite you to load that up and take a look at it. Someone had requested that I do some stuff with my Corrupted Bow of Light. So for that, I'm going to switch profiles real quick. This one definitely has a Corrupted Bow of Light. I'll use it. Do you have 3 single stacks of wood? Yeah, I think I transferred some wood items in there, and so I've got, like, extra stacks that I shouldn't. Okay, so I can just load this file. Actually, hold on a second. I think I want to load my master mode save. So I think that's where I've got my big bad bows. Now, because I quit out of the game, I no longer have Star Tab. So I can't do weird stuff anymore. But it's just 6 minutes to reactivate it. So we're winding down here. I'm glad I got to show you the arrow stuff. And that went a lot smoother than the reverse. Reverse inventory corruption is definitely the weirder of the two. Oh, this is the wrong file. Okay, so I will go back to system. Sorry, it's my normal mode file. This one I used K9C, and we didn't know how to use prompt entanglement with that yet, so I didn't use alternate recipes. Can you transfer the amount of arrows to durability? Yeah, you can. So, like, anytime you fire the arrows, it'll transfer into the item that it corresponds to in the game data. So if you misorder your items and then fire the arrows, it'll transfer to whatever. But it'll remove 1 from that durability, so it's like n-1, basically. Yeah, so you can combine those stacks. I think I showed that in my first IST duping video. You just drop them all on the ground, from the right, starting from the right, and they'll combine into the left stack. Okay, I think I have about 1 minute to show my bows. So, this is the zoom one, the cluster shot one. This is the spread fire bow. You can see that they both have the plus 120 on them. I've also got that for Royal Guard. So there's like a regular one. Let's do some... Right, so you can see they're in a line. And then this one is spread, which is always fun. Basically like a giant airstrike out there in the distance. Yeah, and I did the same thing with the Master Sword here. It's pretty strong, but I mean, the bows tend to outshine it. These are always popular. I think I have a... No, I don't have the... If you do that with a Wind Cleaver, it's hilarious. And then, the shields look amazing. This one actually has 120 attack on it, which legitimately does a lot of damage against enemies. It's really fun. So you can smack a Lionel to death with that. This one looks like it has 330, so it's fun, but it really just has 120. But its real main purpose is, just the shield surf is incredible on this shield. Even though it's a Hylian shield. So, like, this is not how it's supposed to look, normally. Anyway, I gotta sign off, but, oh, here, I guess I can show... No, screw it, we're gonna use a bow. We're gonna end these fools. There we go. Alright, yeah, I gotta sign off, but I just wanted to say thank you, everybody. I'm gonna be gone for, like I said, 60 days or so, like 2 months. I'll be posting some travel updates for my members, so if you want to see where I'm at any particular time, consider joining. I think this month I've decided to give people, like, a benefit of, like, getting, like, 1 level up. So even if you sign up for, like, the basic tier, you'll get access to, like, the Discord channel, and you'll be able to see sort of where I am on my travels. Yeah, thank you, Kupix. I appreciate that. I do have some stuff planned for while I'm on vacation for some posts, but the next tutorial, like the next big tutorial, probably will be when I get back. Probably something to do with this inventory corruption, because I know people keep asking about it. And it's even with the streams and me showing it, it's like you really need to have a thing, like a reference, to be able to do it properly. Anyway, yeah, I appreciate you guys for joining me tonight. All the people who've already joined, thank you very much. And I'll see you around in a couple months. Thank you, Square. And thank you, No Way. I like to spend a little bit too much time on them, so... Okay. Thanks, everybody. I will see you later.